YouTubers and cinephiles, welcome back to another edition of Nerd with me, John Ricky here. And if you haven't noticed, this past 2 weeks, basically I've been going through the whole filmography of the Predator series, started in 1987 by John McTiernan and Arnold Schwarzenegger, among others, that started a 30-plus year long series that is still going on today. And of course we have this new one called The Predator. Very original, right? Only this time it's directed by Shane Black. Shane Black has brought us classics like Lethal Weapon, as a writer, and he was also a co-writer on the original Predators. So you would think it would be in great hands. As well as the fact that Shane Black directed that Nice Guys movie, which, if you have not seen that, I suggest you go see it. It's amazing. But I digress. Anyway, first things first, let's talk about the cast. And the cast, for the most part, they work. A lot of people have reservations about Olivia Munn's acting ability. She's fine in this. Besides being fine. Boyd Holbrook, he's good in his role. And the standouts are actually Trevante Rhodes, who is very charismatic, and you really feel for that character. I think the most out of all of them. And of course, Thomas Jane is great, but the one there's still like, wait, what the hell is he doing here, is Keegan-Michael Key. Don't get me wrong. I love Keegan-Michael Key. Come on, Key and Peele, one of the best skit comedy shows ever, and it's just weird seeing him in this type of role. And he plays it okay though, but him and Thomas Jane, they feel like they're milking their characters a little bit too much at times. But unfortunately for all the cast, even amazing Sterling K. Brown in here, he's good with what he's given, and he's another decent character. But unfortunately, all these characters are in a piss poor script that makes no damn sense. There's a number of good plot points here that if they would have worked with it a lot more, it would have worked phenomenally, but it just doesn't work the way they're written. And plus the tone is so lopsided. This is trying to be a comedy, and that's where it comes in with when I first heard about this film, it's oh, okay, they got Boyd Holbrook, they got Trevante Rhodes from Moonlight, okay, let's see what he can do. They got Thomas Jane. I'm alright, awesome, great. And then Keegan-Michael Key, and I'm maybe that could work, he's an actor, it's an act. But once they put him in, and you kind of get it becomes a parody of what the first few Predator movies were about. They were not funny. They had some goofy moments maybe from here and there, and some snappy dialogue, particularly with the first one, and it was organic. Everything here just feels like they just threw everything at the board and just wanted to see if anything would stick. And unfortunately, nothing sticks, including the comedy that they try to come in here and throw at you. And you're just like, wait, what? But it's all offset by this grisly, gruesome murder that's going on around all these characters. And you're just like, what is this? Am I supposed to be amused by this? Is this supposed to be morbidly hilarious? But you are beside yourself thinking just thinking that. Is that you're questioning, should I be feeling this way? I don't know. It's odd. And unfortunately, particularly for Shane Black, who I was like, oh my god, yeah, they got Shane Black, he's doing his thing. I love Nice Guys, that was an amazing film. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was awesome, and everything that he's written before he, delved into directing was good, great, or solid, It was very rare that he wrote something that was trash, except for Iron Man 3, which to me, if you ask me, that was crap. Unfortunately, The Predator, which is so lazily named if you ask me. This is another foray into like what the hell happened. I mean, 'cause it just feels uninspired and everything. The action sequences are okay to mediocre at best. The character arcs just feel like it's just snapping, you know, and you're not really taking in anything. Like almost like Resident Evil Final Chapter, except a little bit more smoother. But that's the other thing, is that like the editing in here, you feel that they've cut so much into it, even though you can tell what's happening, but you can feel there's chunks of story arc that was left on the cutting room floor, and yet you're really not intrigued by the story enough to be like, oh, they should put that back in. At least that's how I feel. It wasn't even worth it. Well, let's just say we can understand why Arnold has not come back to the Predator series in 30 years, because each and every subsequent sequel, maybe not every subsequent sequel, it's like Predator 2, I feel like he could have been in there, and maybe even 3, but you know what, I can understand why he definitely didn't come back for this one, because the script was non-existent. I mean, it felt like they just took a treatment and just ran with it and just improvised at every interaction. But anyway, on that note, The Predator by Shane Black gets a...
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
I really didn't, man. It was a chore to get through. I just wondered, what the hell am I doing here? Why has this happened? But you know what? I'm not surprised by it, because as soon as I saw the trailer for it, I'm like, okay, that's happening, whatever. But anyway, YouTubers, Cinephiles, what did you think about it? Have you seen it? Personally, I don't recommend that you do see it. Let's talk about this, YouTubers and Cinephiles. And that'll be it for now, YouTubers and Cinephiles. If you like the content and you want to comment, like, share amongst your friends, but do me a favor and look below the video and click that subscribe button and hit that bell so you can get more amazing content like you just witnessed today. Y'all take care, YouTubers and Cinephiles.